and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jade and I'm a surrogate. Today I'm going to be going through medication that I have to take. So first of all, there's two types of surrogates. A gestational surrogate, which is where it's a donor's eggs, or if there's a female in the couple, then they use her eggs. And then a traditional surrogate, which is where the surrogate uses her eggs. So I'm not using my eggs, I'm a gestational surrogate. So basically, I take medication, first of all, to line up my, I need to line up with the, I need to line up with the donor so that, so when they release, so when they take her eggs, it lines up for when they put the eggs in, for when they put the embryo in me. So we did a mock cycle and a real cycle. So it's basically just 1 month before we just practice. So I take estrogen, so that stops my periods, so they can kind of control it, obviously to line up for the embryo transfer. So I started the estrogen on the first day of my period, and then I took that all the way, I've got my schedule here. So I took the estrogen until they wanted me to, and then added in progesterone, which thickens the womb lining, obviously because we need that for the embryo to implant. It's just a bit better just to make sure that the womb lining is thicker. So I took that for 7 days, and then I had a 2-day break and had my period. And then so the first day of that next period is when I started the estrogen again, and that was the real cycle. So again, I took the estrogen until they wanted me to, and then started taking the progesterone again to thicken the womb lining before the embryo transfer. And between that, there's blood tests to make sure, and internal scans to check to make sure that everything's fine. And my progesterone level was good, but obviously to make it better, they added in an injection. So I added in a progesterone injection. It just boosts it a bit more, and it's better for your womb line. It just gives it more of a chance, basically. So you can do it unmedicated, but to make it a whole lot easier, I was fine with medication. It's more controlled. It's just a bit easier to do compared to if we're doing it with in line with my periods. Which is easier to line up with the donor. And now I will show you all the medication I have to take. So the first thing that I start my day off with is I wake up and I have this. That is my estrogen. So I take 3 of these a day. You can do breakfast, dinner and lunch, but breakfast, lunch and dinner. But I just do one when I wake up, which is this one, obviously. So I have that when I wake up. I just spread it out throughout the day, but it's easier to remember if you do breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then after I've taken that, I also have just pregnant care. Don't have to take these, but it's vitamins, isn't it? It all helps. So I have this. Oh, they're pretty big. I don't like these ones. They're big. So this next medication is my worst. Don't like it one bit. It is the progesterone. They're suppositories. So this is what they look like. They come this, just unpack it, obviously, and then they are this. It's that time of day where I need to take another one of these. But first, I made pumpkin pie because it's nearly Halloween. It's so good. I used white Oreos for the crust. Oh, best decision I made. This is my second one of the day. Yummy. I use this time to get as much water as possible. I don't drink enough, so I'm like, right, every time I have a pill, down a cup. My next lot of medication is the Lubion. It's called Lubion. Injection. That's progesterone. I have my peas. So we have the syringe. Obviously, I've washed my hands first. We have the syringe here. Just squeeze out that air. Then we have the long needle. And the long needle is not for injecting, that would be so painful. That is to get the liquid out of here. Just poke a hole. And then suck out all the juice. It will get air bubbles, so just flick them out. So that's all fine there. Just take this off and it goes into a sharps box. Then we have the small needle. This is the needle actually used for injecting. So that goes on here, and then get it off. So the needle for that is a lot smaller. Okay, so literally. It's really hurt today. I think it's because I've literally done most spots. I can't find like a gap I haven't done. Just digging. Okay, it's not usually that bad. That's probably the worst I've had it. Oh, but I have got, I probably can't see. It's bleeding. I've got like, I've done it all around here. I've done it all around here, so that it's really hard to find a free spot now. Now it's time for my last pill. That's all my estrogen done. So my last medication of the day is the progesterone again, the pessary. So I hope you all enjoyed this educational video on IVF surrogacy medication. Let's hope it works. Fingers crossed that my womb lining's all good. Yeah. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you continue to follow the rest of our journey.